Planet Cube Edge is a pretty challenging precision platformer and action platformer hybrid, where you die in one hit. But the charming presentation and the creative level design make sure you won't give up on this underrated gem. As the adorable cube called Edge, you will have to stop an alien invasion and find out why they have chosen to attack your planet. It has some fun story elements here and there, but it's all about the fast-paced gameplay and the overall quirkiness. While you die in one hit, there are regular checkpoints and you spawn immediately, so the gameplay never slows down. And believe me, you are going to die a lot, so it's a good thing dying doesn't feel like a huge time waste. There are 8 levels and all of them have their own setting and gimmicks, like dodging trains, underwater gameplay that's really precise but feels fair, and my personal favorite, this grate that you can move while you are climbing around and shoot enemies at the same time. I just love the overall level design, and there wasn't one level that overstayed its welcome. But a few were for sure a lot harder than others. It's a pretty linear game with almost no exploration, but if you would like a bit more replay value, there are these collectibles that sometimes require you to stray from your path a bit. Collecting these makes for a bit more challenging platform sections, and it also gives you a bit of insight in how this game was made. I always like to see the development process of a game I really enjoyed, so I highly appreciated the addition of these collectibles. The only thing I had a small issue with were the boss fights. Dying in one hit and boss fights are two things that are hard to pull off, because it's basically all about trial and error. The developers tried to make it a bit more fair by adding a checkpoint after each phase, but when I said dying doesn't feel like a huge time waste during the normal gameplay, it does feel like a slog when you die during boss fights. There's nothing worse than almost getting to a new phase, but die at the very end because you don't know what the next attack is going to be. The boss fights also didn't manage to blow me away. While they all had a pretty interesting design, none of them felt really fun to fight against, so dying so many times to them wasn't that enjoyable. I'd rather have these escape sections, where your skills are still getting tested, but it doesn't feel as repetitive as the boss fights. They are tense, very smooth, and just the perfect way to test your skills and reflexes. But other than the lackluster boss fights, I have nothing bad to say about this game. This game is a treat from start to finish, from its fun but challenging level design to its charming presentation and adorable art style. I was always excited to see what kind of new gimmicks I would come across next, and how I had to adapt to all the new challenges that were waiting ahead on this thrilling adventure. So in general, Planet Cube Edge is a very solid precision platformer with action elements that is going to test your skills, but does it in a fair way. The fast-paced gameplay and the overall presentation are the reason why you should give this game a try. Every level feels unique and introduces you to new obstacles and fun gimmicks. I would have loved to see at least 2 more levels, but I'm happy with what I got, even though I didn't really enjoy the boss fights that much. This game is charming, exciting, stressful and creative all at the same time, so I couldn't ask for more. I really hope the lack of color won't put you off, because it's a great game, and the color palette gives me that nostalgic 90s Game Boy feeling. So be ready for a charming but thrilling adventure and run, gun and dash your way through exciting levels with great level design. So you can stop this alien invasion and become a true hero.